Hello, thanks for joining us. Welcome. This is an abridged version of Nationwide. I'm Ruth Aguele. Nigeria has a flourishing history of military might, with influence at the continental and international levels. But this beautiful story of the Nigerian military is a product of commitment by the federal government and the sacrifices of the gallant men and women in uniform. In recognition of their efforts, 15th of January every year in Nigeria is dedicated to celebrate them. The National Arcade in Abuja came alive with attractive sights as President Tinubu and service chiefs lay wreath to commemorate the day. Let's hear from defense correspondent Ismail Musa.
It is the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration at the National Arcade, Abuja. The arrival of the presidential motorcade signifies the commencement of the annual ritual to honor the sacrifices of 7 retired and fallen heroes who paid the supreme price for the peace and unity of Nigeria. Apart from honoring those who died during the First, Second World Wars and the Nigerian Civil War, including different peace support and internal security operations, it was an avenue to commemorate the end of Nigerian Civil War and to also reflect on Nigeria's journey as an indivisible entity. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, reviewed the parade and laid the wreath on the feet of the unknown soldier to climax the week-long event. Then signing of the anniversary diary and the release of white doves signifying peace, coexistence and prosperity of the nation.
Signifies the importance the government has attached to remembering of those who have made the supreme sacrifice.
Their effort is what is making us to sleep well. We know that we have challenges of security in this country. Nigerians recognize the kind of effort they are playing.
And I believe wherever they are happy today, that we remember them. And let the government always remember that they left behind widows and orphans.
It is involved each and every one of Nigerian at least to support the military.
One of the take-home from today's Armed Forces Remembrance Day is the need for constant extension of hands of fellowship to the families of the fallen heroes. This will create sense of belonging and encourage troops still fighting in different internal security operations across the country. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
In what he termed short-term deliverables of his administration, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, in a bid to ensure that all promises made are fulfilled, embarked on a tour of project sites within the city center. Onoze Yakubu reports that the inspection tour is to enable the minister see for himself the level of work ahead of completion scheduled for before May deadline.
Desirous to complete some of the priority projects before May as promised, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike inspected the ongoing priority road projects. First was the Outer Southern Expressway (OSEX) and the Outer Northern Expressway, where the minister inspected critical components of the projects like the Asokoro interchange. The minister, during phase 1 of the project in September 2023, flagged off the rehabilitation and resurfacing of roads in Garki district, while in December, the phase 2 of the project was also flagged off in Asokoro district, Abuja. This is in addition to other ongoing road projects, with some already completed.
The contractors have assured us that this will also be completed on time and with the aim and the special grace of God. It is one of those projects he emerged for 1 year in office from Mr. President. There's going to be a lot of road commission in this part of Africa. But the contractors have they've done very well, very quality jobs. I commend them and still continue to advocate to them not to lower standard.
The Vice President official residence was also revisited to ascertain progress of work. Impressed by the progress of work, the minister commended the commitment of the contracting firms handling the projects, pledging to fulfill his own side of the bargain by providing the necessary funds.
I'm happy to announce to you that the Minister of Finance have been able to release 50% of the national supplementary budget. That again has given us hope that no project will be left uncompleted as promised.
Yes, and Wiki, however, appeals for the residents' support and cooperation as he set out to fulfill his promises to the people. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
All right, we join our correspondent live now, Onoze Yakubu, who was on ground with the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to witness the project site tour. So, Onoze, please tell us very quickly, what did you discovered going by the whole tour?
Yes, thank you very much, Ruth Aguilera. If you recall vividly, when the Minister of FCT Nyesom Wike assumed office on 21st August 2023, he set out his blueprint and what it termed 3 deliverables. These are his short, medium and long-term plans of his administration. The minister said his priority attention for now will be the short-term plans of his administration, and it will be the project he set out to complete before May 29, when President Bola Tinubu will be 1 year in office. Here we are standing right now is the B12. This road is called B12 by Central area. As you can see, work here is ongoing, and this portion of this road that they are working right now have been abandoned for a very long time. And the minister in his wisdom said, no, this project must be completed, and immobilize the contractors back to site. And as you can see, work is still ongoing. This is aside other projects. We have the outer Southern Expressway Ossex, from the Villa roundabout down to the Apu roundabout, where most of some part of the roads have been completed. Also in Jahi district, the outer Northern Expressway road is also ongoing. The project is given priority attention. Don't forget, in September, the Minister of FCT Nyesom Wike flagged off the rehabilitation and resurfacing of 135 district roads in Garki districts alone. And similarly, in December, the Minister also flagged off the second phase of the rehabilitation and resurfacing of some critical road projects in Asokoro district. And some of the roads have been completed, while some are still going. And the minister has made it very emphatically clear that this road will be completed before May this year.
Thank you so much, Onoze. I can concur to that, because going around town, I can see work, ongoing. Let's just hope that these contractors will keep to the stipulated deadline. Thank you very much, Onoze.
Thank you, Ruth.
All right, our correspondents there giving us feed on projects, happening here in the FCT. We'll take a break. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy and Minister of Finance, Wale Adun, have been directed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to carry out a diligent assessment of the cause of the delay in completing the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano highway. This follows concerns expressed by the President with the hardship faced by the delay as a result of what commuters are facing due to the incompletion of the project. Let's hear from Abdullahi Mohammed.
A brief stop over at Zuba, the modus operandi of the movement was arranged and the journey commenced. Smooth ride but short-lived. Then the slowdowns and maneuvers, avoiding bad portions of the road. It's a feel of the bitter, sweet. And when they met with the contractors A proper explanation of the stages and willingness to deliver the project were outlined.
Find a solution for all these challenges.
But for the two ministers, what is more important revolves around steps to be taken in order to complete the project, and a deal was struck.
We agree that they are going to go back to 4 sections, and we've also agreed on some technical modification that will make the road even much more stable and stronger, and within the 7.3 carriageway.
The icing on the cake is that the resource is expected to keep men and machines at site. Coordinating Minister of the Economy and the Minister of Finance has put on the table with convincing explanation on how to keep it flowing.
If you have followed recently, you will find out that government has implemented the 50% direct deduction from various federal government-owned enterprises, partially funded, self-funded, including the fully funded ones. So we expect an additional stream of revenue even beyond what was initially budgeted for this year.
Smiling faces of the future generation making ends meet from the hundreds of men hired as a result of the highway construction. The quality of work rolling faster the tires of the economy, signaling a ray of hope for a smoother drive in 24 months' time. From the Abuja-Kaduna highway, Abdullah Muhammad, NTA News.
As nations transit from fossil fuel to renewable energy, the federal government is taking steps to ensure that Nigeria is not left behind in this global journey. This is a commitment from the Federal Ministry of Solid Minerals Development as the 5th edition of National Council on Mining and Mineral Resources Development opens in Ilorin, Kwara State. Mia Ugidi reports.
Solid minerals, literally in every part of Nigeria. It's really a vast industry, and President Bola Tinubu recognizes this fact. Beyond the recognition comes that moment of unbundling the sector. 2 ministries, Solid Minerals Development on its own now, Steel Development also on its own estate. Now time for concentration on the assignments given to each ministry. To get the details of the sector and profile solutions, some of the best brains brainstorming with officials of both ministries under the auspices of the National Council on Mining and Mineral Resources Development, 5th in the series in Ilorin, Kwara State. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mary Obe, reminds participants of the federal government's commitment in gradually phasing out fossil fuel with the advent of electric cars and the need for the GDP from the sector to grow.
Our agenda today includes discussions on policy reforms, investment opportunities, community engagement, environmental sustainability, and fostering innovation in the sector.
Mineral and metals sector, a panacea for economic growth and diversity, is the theme of the conference, and the Ministers of Solid Minerals Development and Steel Development, Dele Alake and Suwaibu Audu, will take the participants through on key issues at the technical session as the conference runs off on Wednesday. Mie Ogede, NTA News.
Chief B.C. Akonde, former governor of Osun State and first interim national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, will be 85 years tomorrow. And this excites President Bola Tinubu as he celebrates Chief B.C. Akonde. The president extols his principles of integrity, loyalty, truth, and justice, recalling his exemplary leadership style and selfless service to Nigeria. President Tinubu wishes the celebrant many more years in good health and strength. I'm sure you don't want to miss the excitement at the ongoing AFCON 2023. Let's get that from Sports Update.
Group C actions are underway in the African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire with 5-time champions Cameroon up against Silly Stars of Guinea at 6 p.m. The indomitable Lions of Cameroon won their first AFCON trophy when Cote d'Ivoire hosted the tournament in 1984. They later went on to win the trophy 2000, 2002 and 2017. Cameroon boss Rigobert Song is making his first AFCON appearance as a head coach. As a player, he won in 2000 and 2002. On the other hand, the Silly Stars of Guinea are appearing at their 14th AFCON, the most time a team has appeared in the tournament without winning it. This will be the third encounter between Cameroon and Guinea in the African Cup of Nations, all taking place in group stages.
Guinea might just end up be the revelation of this tournament. They have a striker in Guirassy who has lit up the Bundesliga this season. Cameroon are going to have a very difficult time holding him and preventing him from scoring. It's going to be a tight one, but a difficult match for Cameroon and a very, very interesting match for the neutral fans.
At 9 p.m., two-times champions Algeria will hope to put behind their poor outing last time in Cameroon as they square up against Angola in Cote d'Ivoire. Algeria are making their 20th appearance in the African Cup of Nations and will be hoping for a third title, having been crowned champions in 1990 and 2019. On the other hand, Angola are unbeaten in their last 5 opening matches of the African Cup of Nations tournament. This will be the second meeting between Algeria and Angola in the African Cup of Nations.
I'm expecting it's going to be a tough one, but I see Algeria coming through 2-0 or 3-1.
Remember, you can catch all the live matches at the ongoing AFCON on the network service of the NTA. And that's nationwide. Thank you for your company. I'm Ruth Aguele. Bye.